Hello, and welcome to the NFL Injury Report. Here we take a look at injury news from around the league, and I try to give it to you guys within like 24 hours of the games. That way, it is truly the latest news and the latest insight on what you're going to be looking at this Sunday. Starting off, of course, we have Thursday Night Football. We have the Kansas City Chiefs against the Denver Broncos, and we're going to start with the home team, the Kansas City Chiefs. Kelsey is questionable with a right ankle injury he sustained last Saturday against the Vikings. Backing him up is Noah Gray. And Gray does have 10 catches for 15 targets for 133 yards and one touchdown this season, with 5 of those targets coming from week 1 when Kelsey was not playing. That said, Ian Rappaport says via Twitter/X that it seems likely that Kelsey is in a good position to play, but we'll see what tomorrow brings. Also for the Chiefs, the left defensive end George Karlaftis is questionable. He comes into week 5 with 8 solo tackles and 2 sacks, according to ESPN.com. His immediate backup is Malik Herring, who only played week 2 and only recorded 3 tackles and no sacks. So don't be surprised if his role is spread out to the others, such as Felix Anufike Uzama, I think I said that kind of right, who has 5 tackles and half a sack thus far, and Tershawn Horton, who technically is a right side defensive end, and he comes in with 2 tackles and half a sack as well. Now, Chiefs Nation, we're here to tell people who to bet on, who to play, who not to play. So if you guys have any insight, any knowledge that the average fan wouldn't have, let us know in the comments. We're all here just to make some money, win our fantasy weeks. Good news for Chiefs fans. Nick Bolton, starting middle linebacker who has missed the last 3 weeks, is no longer considered questionable, and he will see the first action he's seen since week 2. The only other questionable player as of right now is Tommy Townsend, who was limited Wednesday with a left knee injury. Now, Tommy Townsend does punt with his right foot, but his left knee might still come into play. So if you're looking at like prize picks or whatever and he has like an over under, keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. That will do it for Kansas City. For the Denver Broncos, we'll start with center Lloyd Cushenberry, who is unspecified as of right now, but was a full participant in Wednesday's practice. Cushenberry did play all of last week's game and was limited as a limited participant in practices before Wednesday. I'd be shocked if he didn't play and his backup Luke Wattenberg does. Defensive tackle DJ Jones has been ruled out with a knee injury. He has racked up 9 tackles on the year, and his replacement is looking to be Mike Purcell, considering he's the only other person who's listed as a nose tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs who isn't suspended. They have someone who's suspended, so as of right now, he's the only nose tackle. He has been limited in practice all week, dealing with some rib issues, but was a full participant Wednesday, which is a good sighting. Purcell only has 4 tackles on the year, though, in his 4 appearances. Another injury is Frank Clark, a linebacker. He's been ruled out with an illness that kept him out of practice all week. He also didn't play last week. It's not going to be a big blow, though, considering the guy starting ahead of him, Jonathan Cooper, has shined thus far, recording 27 tackles, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble this season. Now, this is some good news. Greg Dulcich, the tight end who went on IR back in the day, is looking to suit up Thursday. He was a full participant on the practice Wednesday and will most likely be pulled from IR. He technically hasn't, but I can't see why they'd keep in Adam Troutman, because Adam Troutman has had a poor season this far, only having 14 balls thrown his way and catching only 9 of them for 60 yards and 1 touchdown. And he only caught balls in 2 games. He caught 4 balls or 5 balls week 1, and then 4 balls or 5 balls week 5. Week 2, 3, and 4 wasn't catching nothing. Was targeted a couple times, but I'd be surprised if Dulcich is not going to be out there. We'll see. And that'll about do it for this game. I've gone over basically everything y'all need to know. There are some folks that are on IR that I'm not going to bring up yet because they've been on IR this whole year, or I know they're not coming back at all this year. But I just wanted to say good luck to everybody out there. Hopefully you get some big dubs in the parlays, some big dubs for fantasy, and come back Saturday. I'm planning on doing one of these for every single game Saturday. That way you can look into it, ask your friends about it, ask your parents about it, ask Twitter about it, whoever. And I'll see y'all Saturday with all the games that are happening Sunday. Peace.